president says Tehran will respect the truce provided Israel does not break it. The terms of the ceasefire remain unclear and its status remains fragile but in place for now. President Trump is due to arrive at the NATO summit shortly today, where he will meet with world leaders. While on Air Force One, the president shares a message from NATO Chief Mark Rutte, which congratulates him for taking decisive action in Iran. Now let's move on to some sport. Portuguese giants Benfica stunned German champions. Manchester United have submitted an improved bid of more than £60 million for Brentford striker Brian Mbeumo. This month, United had a bid of £45 million plus up to £10 million in add-ons rejected. After the £62.5 million capture of Matthias Cunha from Wolves, United are keen to further strengthen their squad before they return for pre-season training next month. New Tottenham manager Thomas Frank and other top Premier League clubs are also keen on signing the 25-year-old Mbeumo. While top Premier League clubs seem to be intentional about strengthening their teams, Premier League runner-ups Arsenal are yet to make any notable addition. Former Arsenal midfielder Alex Song, in an exclusive conversation with TVC News, urged Gunner fans around the world to stay calm and positive.
I think Arsenal, they improve a lot. Honestly, this year you cannot tell them blame them because the way how they're playing, the way how they deserve to play to win the league, but they didn't have the chance because we have a lot of striker that was injured. When you have a team and you don't have the striker, it's very hard. That's why Mikael was managed the way how he can manage, but he was doing well as well. Without striker, it's very difficult because you need someone he smell goal, and that time we missed all those guys that was injured. That's why yes, the end of the season we miss that quality of the guy who can finish score and then that's why it was the problem. But we're playing very good. I think we are very close. I'm confident that what the player Arsenal signed and the player we come in, I'm sure this year, the next season will be the final one, because every year we're saying this one and we are not lucky, but hopefully next year we don't have an injury and we can win something. I think Arsenal.
And that's all we can take on the news for now. Wake Up Nigeria continues in a bit. Stay with us.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty, erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Imagine a country with over 300 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa and Igbo? Where we get a common language where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam sef and every person wey dey for street. That's why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station wey dey unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show Wetin Dey with your brother, your friend Wale Po.
Everywhere. So Bobo.
Z, you dey chop for this side.
This na Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Aww.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you wetin dey sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it loud.
If God be your papa, why you not gonna make younger?
World wahala.
Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Bro, we right here. Nobody better than we, right?
I can always supposed be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Argentina, champions of the world!
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m., tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban
to empower women.
What's the difference? There's a difference.
That's what I'm saying.
So pole dancer, you're already almost naked. You're already almost naked.
No, it's the empowerment for me.
Sex can make a relationship better.
No.
Sex can never be overrated.
It is needed.
Especially when it's good sex too.
Almost every guy has been with somebody's girlfriend.
But they are for all of us now.
That's why you're still single.
I would not agree or disagree with that because I don't want to get into trouble. I have a home to go to.
Your next question.
Oh, you ready to fail?
Who is the better? You see some. What is his name?
That woman.
Bam! Bam!
Yeah, today we'll go here.
Hey.
Let's catch up now.
I'm sure we've been able to satisfy your cravings, yeah? Stay good.
Hello, TVC Communications. How can I help?
What makes TVC the right choice for my business?
Excellent question, sir. Let me share some exciting facts with you.
Start your day on TVC Entertainment with Wake Up Nigeria, a family and lifestyle show. Your view empowers women globally.
It's your view, let it count.
Entertainment Splash delivers the hottest celebrity trends. On TVC News, we keep you informed with breaking news and in-depth analysis of events shaping the world.
I will continue to speak the truth.
TVC
I hope
News.
you guys are having a great time so far. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Are you enjoying the show? Because I'm enjoying the show. And I am here with the amazing chef. Tiflo, how you doing?
I'm fine, good morning.
I can tell you're fine. When I say how are you guys doing, don't say I'm fine. I can already see that you're fine. Just go with the flow.
But I just need to tell you that I'm fine.
Oh, it's okay. No problem. I can see you, and I can see you also going with the flow. Tiflo.
Yes.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning again. What are we having this morning?
We're having a bouquet noodles and Alaska fish.
Just take it easy on me. All right, take it easy on me. Just small. Say it slowly. So that those are the back we hear. What are we having this morning?
Bouquet noodles and Alaska fish.
Okay, bouquet noodles and Alaska fish. You had to go all the way just to get fish.
Yes.
Something fishy is going on. Okay, please tell me, what are the ingredients that we have here?
This is my rice stick.
This is rice?
Rice, yes. Like noodles, yes. You can use them making.
If you did not even tell me, I thought it was all those things they used to wash pot and
sponge.
Sponge. Go ahead.
So these are my veggies. This is my green bell pepper, the red, the onions. This is my carrots, the spring onions. This is the Alaska fish.
All right.
The fresh one. This one I already marinate this one overnight.
Okay. For how long? How long did you marinate this
like
one?
overnight. You can make like between 30 minutes. But this, I did this one.
30 minutes?
Mm-hmm. This is my
when you say
marinade.
overnight, I thought maybe you left it for like, let's say...
This is overnight. But if it is something you need urgently, just like 30 minutes.
But the longer the better.
Yes.
Because I guess
the longer the taste.
Yes, it enters into the fish.
So this is my vegetable oil. This is my special season.
Artificial, that means you added your own
special season.
Special.
So I call it complete season.
Complete.
Yes.
All right.
This is my black pepper.
Black pepper.
This is the cocoa, the bouquet sauce.
What is in this?
This is
this bouquet. Because when you say it's the cocoa, it means this is what really matters the most.
Yes.
All right. So what's inside here? So can you tell us?
It's a combination of sesame oil, oyster sauce, honey, chili pepper.
Wow. So just before we go on with the rest, I'm just wondering, when you say this is the special, this is, you know, the main sauce, I'm just wondering, is this something you saw online or you just decided to experiment yourself? And is this something people at home can also experiment?
I went for an exhibition last week.
Okay.
So I met the sauce.
Okay.
So one of our chefs makes some magic with it. I said, I need to try this.
All right. So you saw it and
Yes.
then you decided to like replicate and just try it on your own.
Yes.
Oh, lovely. Have you ever tried it in any of the meals or is this the first time you'll be trying it?
No, I've tried it with rice.
Okay.
And I've tried it with pasta.
All right, cool. And,
Yes.
and it came out great, yes?
Yes.
All right, cool. We'll try it. We'll try it on the show.
No problem.
We'll try it on the show. And then you have...
This is my sea salt.
Sea salt, all
Yes.
right.
And this is my paprika.
Okay, lovely. I want to start with this one. All right. Now, this is the black pepper. I'm just wondering why you're using black pepper. We already have, you know, pepper here as well. What is the difference between...
This is a herbs. It's an herbs like, you know, this kind of cuisine that you are preparing. You know, I'm trying to bring out the natural taste. You can see I don't have any season here.
Yes.
You understand? No Maggi, nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm using combination of this
to
bring out the taste.
Natural taste, not natural taste. I was doing my little research on this, and it's a meal they eat in China. It's an Asian dish.
Yes.
China, Japan, and all that.
I'm adding to my African.
Okay, it's now an African. Okay, all right.
Especially from Tiflo.
Especially from Tiflo, right? Also, I like that. And what's the first step to make when you want to make something like this? What's the first thing we have to do?
I have to boil my water.
Okay.
Just little warm.
Okay.
In a low temperature. I'll add my rice stick so that to make it soft.
Do you know how they make this thing? Do you know? I'm just wondering because this is like, to be honest, guys, in my 24 years of cooking, I haven't really like, you know, seen this.
You've not seen it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, another.
But have you heard of Singapore noodles?
I've been to Singapore. I've been to Singapore.
Yes, so this is
all right. Let's see you start. Okay.
Okay. So
the first thing is you have to boil this, right? Okay, let me help you put it on. Of course, you need water now. You need water now. You can get water. Okay, yeah, you can just get water. All right. For those of you that are at home right now and you'd like to join us, you'd like to, you know, practice, you know, cook with us. It's possible. All you have to do is make sure you're watching the show, and you can also, you know, share with us using the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC, and you know, just tell us what you're thinking. Tell us about all the ingredients that you're using. And for your own sauce, how are you making your own sauce? We'd like to know that. Now, this is our special sauce. We'd like to know what are the ingredients used in making your own special sauce as well. You can also tell us that as well. If you've seen this, if you've ever tried this, please let us know. You know, let's know on social media. I know there's some of you that love to experiment food. You like to try different things. You like to, you know, blend and mix things together. All right, just make sure that whatever you're doing, it is safe for consumption, okay? Don't just try things out of that crazy curiosity that you have there. But fish is important. Most of the time when you get asked people to choose between, you know, beef or fish, everyone runs for beef. But the nutritional value of fish cannot be overemphasized. It is important that we always have fish in the meal whenever we're cooking or whenever we're ready to eat. All right. We're ready, and we have the water now. Okay, so the first thing again is to boil it. Okay, yeah, just put it on. I guess you put it on again. Oh yeah, it's on now. All right. So how long are you gonna boil this for?
Just like 10 minutes.
10 minutes. That's quick. That's quick. All right. 10 minutes. Let's just see how long that would take. Let me see. Just wait. All right. 10 minutes. Nice. And then when you're done with that, what happens next?
I stir fry my veggies.
All right, stir fries. Now, for those of you that are home again, yes, if you want to actually take note of all the ingredients we're using in this one, for this special meal, you have them on screen right now. Please, you can take notes, you can write them down. No, you can start. It's okay. You can start. Yeah. You can just write them down, take a screenshot, or you can go back on YouTube and then watch the video again if you just miss it, okay? It's important that you try and use the same ingredients and you can get the exact same result that we are having here in the studio. I'm sure you probably enjoy it the same way we're enjoying it. Yes. And please use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC, and then please share the pictures. We'd like to see how they look, you know. I mean, because everyone has a different way they package the meal. All right. Wow, I am sure that we're going to have a great time. I cannot wait to have this meal, to taste it, to have a feel of what this would look like when we're done. I am sure it will be good.
Yes.
Whenever you're around, I am always very confident that our meal will be very good. You know, I just relax. I'm like, no, she has that. All right. The show continues, guys. Do not go anywhere. The show will be right back. And then, but we've started already. We've started cooking already. Nice. Put a little oil. All right. Don't go anywhere. The show continues. We'll be right back. Still Wake Up Nigeria. Okay.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. Tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barka mu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Electrified fence.
That's terrifying. Let's get out of here.
Hey, Nick fam! Remember, Nick on TVC is your one-stop for engaging children's shows like El Tigre, Paw Patrol, SpongeBob SquarePants, Kung Fu Panda, and lots more to keep the kids glued to their screens. Catch us on Mondays to Fridays at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on TVC.
Hi. Welcome back, people. And nice of you to join us finally, Mary.
It's my pleasure.
Why do we always have to start with that every time we do What's Up and About? We always have to start with welcome, Mary, welcome,
yeah, because
Mary.
I mean, like, you know, it's the first time people get to see her on the show, so we're welcoming her.
So when I'm coming, do you understand?
Yeah,
like,
I know.
The traffic always clears for me.
Of course.
But when it gets to a point, the traffic says, Madam, wait.
Yeah, and it shows. It shows, you know, it emanates.
Oh my goodness, thank you, darling. I'm basking in the euphoria.
It's crazy how there are days where, like on a Monday, say 9 a.m. in the morning, if you ever drive Lagos Third Milan Bridge on a Monday, 9 a.m. in the morning, and you do not see traffic, there is a problem somewhere. If you don't see traffic,
it's public holiday.
Exactly. Or a Sunday morning.
Or children are on holidays.
Exactly.
It's usually around that.
Yeah.
But really, talking about mornings, what is your usual morning routine?
Do you really want to go there?
Yes, I really want to go there.
I don't want to go there. My morning routine is weird. But I don't want to go into details for personal reasons. Right. But basically, it's a
I'm talking about your personal usual morning routine. You know how they would say it's not, we have become of age, compared to, you know, when we were younger, right? Our parents would always say to us, you wake up in the morning, you greet your elders, and then you say your prayers first. Then you go to mommy and daddy and say, good morning, mommy, good morning, daddy, how are you doing today? And then you now do your chores, right? But now that, you know, parenting has evolved and changed over the years, now they call us 21st century parents who have become busier because, I mean, life has changed a lot. Thank you so much. I decided to try something different. Life has changed a lot. Times have become busier. We have become, things have become more demanding of us. What is your usual morning routine?
Okay,
go ahead.
All right, so wake up 4:30 in the morning.
You wake up 4:30
in the morning, yes.
Wow.
And then I think about life for about 20 minutes. I always am like, what am I doing? What kind of life is this? Why am I doing this? I'm still on the bed like, oh God, please, why am I doing this? Then I think about everything. I have a journal app on my phone. So I go through my journal app and I'm like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, God. You know, then sometimes I do my prayers and before I leave the house, before I leave the house, depends on how, get into the shower. I always get to pick whatever I'm wearing that morning. I don't pick it the night before. I just look around and I just pick something. Then again, drive straight down to the office. I'm thinking about life. I have a friend of mine that I always get to pick on my way every single time. And then we're talking about life, talking about issues, talking about things, talking about social media, talking about sports, relationships as well. Get to the office, do your bit, get back home and again, look for something to eat. Because that is one big struggle that I know that growing up, it was easy for me because my mom would probably package your meal. Or when you get back home, you are sure that there is one meal for you.
But now that you're on your own,
now that I'm on my own, I know that there is nothing waiting for me at home. And then you get to spend. There's actually a restaurant not far from my house. They know that I always come every time. So when I just come,
they have eaten your money.
They say, sir, just package your meal. It's waiting for you. Just package it, sir. Don't worry. Just take it there. But now I have to spend more. I have to think more. I have to be more creative. And that sometimes can be very difficult and challenging, especially when people believe way more in you than yourself.
So you know how Edgar went from morning routine to afternoon routine to evening routine?
I did not get to the evening now.
You got to evening. You told us how you go for food.
That's in the afternoon.
Afternoon indeed. Yeah. Okay, so basically, my morning routine. So if I'm coming to work, I wake up latest 1:30. Usually, yes. If I'm not up by 1:30, I would not be able to do everything.
When do you sleep, Mary?
Only time I can sleep. No,
1:30.
You know, when you have responsibilities, you have to do what you have to do. This morning that I woke up late.
What time is late?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock is late.
3 o'clock is late.
What are you talking about?
I'm just completing the second season of my dream.
Morning?
Like the film I'm watching in the dream.
I felt like I couldn't do half of the things I do in the morning before I left. When I get back, I'll continue because work no they finish. That's something I've come to realize. However, most times when I'm taking my bath is when I do my prayers. So I'm this kind of person that as I'm about to take my bath, just before water touches my head, I just go in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Then I'm doing my prayers as I'm taking my bath.
So most times you're washing your sins.
Oh, alright. But that's a good one.
That's a nice one.
Most times I spend a long time in the bathroom because I'm doing my prayers alongside and everything. And then when I'm through, I just rush, get dressed, make sure that food is packed and all. Then I rush out of the house to go join the bus. So getting to the office, of course, I come for get made up, come on the show. After the show, I go to my desk. And that's another thing. The first thing I do when I wake up as early as 1:30 is to check my email. I don't know how my life became like that.
Wow.
So I'll check my email, then check WhatsApp as well, because I might have messages from my colleagues who need one thing or the other. So when I'm done with that, when I get back upstairs, I'll check my email again, then try to see what I can do. These days, I've taken to playing games because I realize they are the only things that relax me, especially when I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
And then I've started something I never used to do before. I watch movies now.
Wow.
As in, I was shocked last weekend when I saw myself watching Straw that has just been released. I was like, wow, this is me.
Oh, nice.
So I'm finding that, and then I read a lot as well. It's relaxing for me. And then in the course of the day, I make sure things go well because, of course, I also work in Max FM. And then at 2 on Mondays and Wednesdays.
This is what I was complaining about. I was talking about morning,
it's because you started it now. Mondays and Wednesdays, I go on air because I do radio as well. So 2 to 5, I'm on air. Voice of the Streets. Then by 5 o'clock, I'm rushing down to join the bus back home. When I get home,
family matters.
It's crazy how we never.
Chef Tiflo, what's your usual morning routine?
I wake up. Every time I'm used to it, I wake up by 5.
Okay.
So now I wake up in the morning. I pray by like 30 minutes.
Okay.
After I meditate, just think, how is today going to be? Am I going to the market? Did I have any order? I just think, and my son is beside me. I have to say, Oga, I'm not going to work. So what's your plan today?
Wow.
So from there, and I have 2 business.
Wow.
So what am I doing today? Am I going to my 12? Am I going to the island? So I just try. It's not really easy like that. So in the afternoon, where either I'm in the kitchen or I'm at the shop, I'll just think, what is going to happen for tomorrow? Start planning myself. Family is there. My mom is there. Call them, ask them. It's not really.
I have 2 questions for you. The first question: how old is your son?
My son is 21.
Because when you said going to work,
yes.
Where does he work?
He's into fashion.
Fashion. Wow. And then okay, so the second question: Island, Mile 12. What businesses are those?
I just opened a new business.
Okay.
I sell all kind of home and kitchen utensils.
Okay. Where's that? On the island?
No.
In
Beja.
In Beja.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So what happens in Mile 12?
Kitchen. I have a kitchen.
So
I have a hotel that I run their kitchen as a vendor.
Okay.
So
you have to go and shop for
for the market.
For food items.
For food items.
Interesting that.
Then island, unko?
To get any kind of work customer.
So you know why I asked the question, right? I started reading this book, Ikigai. The Secret to a Long and Lasting Life. And I started reading it yesterday. Ikigai.
Right. That's the name of Olamide's album. Is it EP that he released last year?
Ikigai. Yeah. So it's a Japanese word for a reason to live. And I just started reading the first chapter of the book. And it's sort of, the first chapter sort of also focuses on the there's a place in Japan, it's called Okinawa. It has the most centenarians living in that city because of their way of life, how they live, you know. And then there were some things that were noted, you know, in the course of the chapter that focused on how they live and why they live that long. It also it talked about, you know, the need to diet, watching our diets, the need for exercise, and the importance of distressing. You know, focusing on your purpose, because it's from your purpose, it's from realizing your purpose and working in your purpose that, you know, you're happy while working in that purpose. But in the course of, you know, because I mean, our priorities are different. Some things are more important to others than, you know, others, right? And not everyone is living a contented and happy life.
That's true.
Some of us are just comfortable working in our purpose, wake up in the morning. My usual morning routine is, once I wake up in the morning, the first thing I say is, thank you, Jesus. You know, even before anything. Thank you, Jesus. And then I rush into the bathroom because my alarm rings about 4:40, and then I would just be snoozing till 5. Then once it is 5, I get into the bathroom, take a bath, then sometimes I would, like to take a long time just meditating, rummaging through my day, seeing what I need to do. And then maybe that could take like 20 minutes. And then once it's 5:20, I know that I need to get into the car and get to the office. So it is in the space of my drive from the house to the office that I meditate, that I pray, that I, study, if necessary. Sometimes I just listen to devotionals. Sometimes, it's within that space that I do all of the things I need to do to just, rein in on my mindfulness, because there's also a need for mindfulness, which also is one of the things that, is one of the factors that aids, living a long and lasting life. So I know that, the hustle and bustle sometimes can be too much in the mornings because you have so much you want to do, whether as a working mother, whether as even a businesswoman, even a housewife, because you wake up in the morning, you have to get her to kids, if you have kids.
I want to quickly
you have to get her to husband. The other time, sorry, darling, the other time I saw a very video of a woman. She woke up by 2 a.m. because her husband missed his flights to Ghana or something from, he was coming in from France and needed to meet up his flight to Ghana, and then he just called her, and then she had to wake up in the middle at 2 a.m. to cook for him, and all of that. I was just, it was interesting watching her. She loved it, she enjoyed it, and that's why she even had the time to document it. But some of those things to also impede on our lifespan. I'm not saying she's not going to get her rest later. But imagine if she also had to get to work later on in the day.
I get the shade, it's fine. Go ahead.
No, I'm not throwing shade, Mary.
Oh, I know.
No, I'm just saying that.
But
then again, there's a need for you to rest. You need to rest, baby girl.
Yeah, I do. I try to. Okay.
I wanted to say something when you talked about like passion. There's a very big difference between passion and purpose.
That's true.
Yeah.
Some people are actually just doing things and they believe that what they are doing is, their passion, and sometimes that may not just be their purpose.
Right.
So it's very important that we take our time to really reflect on who we think we are and understand who we really are.
And so, the thing is, for me, I feel like one of the things I've always wondered is how I wish I hadn't found my passion early in life. And I'm being very honest. I'm doing what I'm passionate about. And I feel it robbed me of so many things. This is me being as honest and as bare as possible. I feel if I had put my passion and my interest aside, I could have achieved a lot more myself.
If you were chasing money.
If I was chasing money. And this is me being as honest as possible.
About
and
money.
About purpose, I'm living my purpose. Because the ability to touch lives,
impact
lives, to also have people, have that sense of living just because of something I say or something I do. It's more than enough for me.
Right.
So that's why I said sometimes I wish I hadn't found my passion. So if I had chased money, then come to my passion. Earlier, I was hearing people telling me to have done that, but I didn't understand. But now that I'm a lot older, okay, not as old as I'm making myself out to be, but you know what I mean. Like, I look back and I'm like, okay, so maybe I should have chased the money.
Yeah.
And then
so on that note, use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Let us know, are you working in your purpose, or are you chasing money, or are you working in your passion? Yeah, use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. We'd like to hear your thoughts. And you could also throw in what your usual morning routine is. Does it help you to, focus on the most important things, especially in the mornings, like mindfulness, like praying, like conversing with your creator? We'll be waiting in the comments, people. We'll take a quick break. The show continues shortly.
The most 7 and TVC News at 10 p.m. delivers the most important stories of the day. Max FM, your hit music radio station, captivates listeners daily across Lagos and Abuja, making every commute more enjoyable. Adaba 88.9 FM is not left out, as it is the voice of Southwest. And on TVC Digital, we reach to million viewers daily. All together, pulls in over 17 million viewers daily. Contact us on 0707 272 8338 or marketing at tvccommunications.tv. Partner with TVC Communications today. Let's grow together.
Imagine a country with over 320 plenty languages. Why you go dey only focus on Yoruba, Hausa and Igbo when we get a common language wey dey unite everybody from oga to even madam sef and every person wey dey for street. That na why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station wey dey unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show Wetin Dey with your brother, your friend Wale Po.
Everywhere so bobo.
You dey chop for this side.
This na Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us. Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we dey give you wetin dey sup for inside we country. Yes, so keep it locked.
If God be your papa, why you not gonna make Yanga?
Compound wahala.
Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Bro, we right here.
Nobody better than we, right?
I can always be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Get ready to step into the heartbeat of your city like never before. Welcome to Events Diary, where every moment is a celebration. From the electric energy of Owambe extravaganza, to the richness of our culture, to the sophistication of corporate gatherings, Events Diary is your VIP pass to the hottest gatherings in Nigeria. And guess what? I'll be your guide, your style icon. Each week, join me as I transform from traditional chic to corporate sleek. Whether it's a birthday bash or a high-profile gala, you won't just see it. You'll feel like you're right there with me. Aww. From meetings to evening soirees, I'll be there. Or to the trendiest street festivals or to music concerts, Events Diary has something for everyone. So join me as we explore the vibrant tapestry of Nigerian scene, one event at a time.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call permanent solutions.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. I'm Adedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Hey, my people, I greet you plenty.
My name na Chika Okeke.
My name na Uwi Balogun.
My name na Damilola Banire. My name na Moyo Faraway Ahmed. If you also call me Moyo, listen.
And this na Abigail.
And I dare on top of you, Pigeon.
I'm going to bring you bass, boost.
I don't get person will be single mother before. He carry another man show say now my husband be this. This na wetin you want. After that day, the man you no go see him again. If you snooze, you lose. If you miss this show, you miss out. On top this our show, I not dey gree for anybody. When they find the husband, you not see sign say the guy smart, you don't vex, don't give signs.
If they look for person, we will give them to you. Fact as it be.
Men no they ever get forced. If baby not there for her, na the woman.
Talk no dey be person, make person no fit talk through inside.
But for this country, we not say if we open court in the morning, waiting no good, no good.
Me and my sisters, hey, we go tanda gidigba for inside studio to give una all the latest information.
We no even take responsibility for the children.
Please the man.
And that's some warrior.
besides yoga and meditation? Are there other things you can do physically that could help?
There are mental exercise, so things like puzzles. Great exercise for your brain. Little Sudoku things. Some people like to find find something in a big picture. You have to find like a one thing in that thing. So things like that are mental exercises that keeps your brain active and keeps your brain sharp the older you get. It's a very common thing where they tell older people when you start to hit like around 40, 50, start doing more puzzles, start doing more Sudoku, start doing more word things, or like math things. And all these things are apps you can just have on your phone. Just download an app, play a game for like 5-10 minutes, and your brain is automatically getting better.
Now, let's also talk about the fact that depression plays a huge role when it comes to people aging.
Absolutely.
The combination of your mental health and the effect it has on your aging is another thing. But before we touch on that, let's touch on the effect of depression on aging.
On aging. So, unfortunately, the way the world works, and it's a little better in African cultures because we just have more of a relationship with our elderly people as opposed to westernized cultures. But the reason why depression starts to come on as you get older is because you get secluded. You know, you grow up, you're with all your friends, you go to school, you're with your friends, you start a family, you have this connection, you have this growth. And then your kids get older and they leave. Maybe your spouse dies, maybe you get divorced, things happen in life. And then you start to find yourself in a place where it's just you. And a lot of people that don't have an identity on their own, meaning through the process of life, where you're doing things that fuel to your bucket, where you're taking time for your mental health. If you weren't prioritizing yourself, when you get to a point that there's nothing else for you to prioritize, that's when we start to fall into depression, start into like things that just make you sad. So the important factor is finding balance for yourself throughout your life. So when you get to a point that you can't really do things anymore, the routines that you've put in place is now supporting you in that later portion of life.
Now, just as I mentioned earlier, the aging as it is, and then of course the effects, the mental effects of aging.
Right.
Because an average person is, just as I said when we started, you're thinking of getting old, but then you're afraid of what it would do to you. You don't know if you end up with Alzheimer's or Parkinson's. You don't know exactly what it is you're going to end up with.
Absolutely.
And then you also have to deal with loss of your loved ones and all. How can one prepare for this phase mentally?
Mentally, I got you. So I think the biggest part is realizing that you have more control than you think. Life is going to happen. You can't help it if something just happens to you. But what you can do is start to kind of put yourself in a place of the most strongest position. So when something does happen, it doesn't knock you all the way down. Maybe it takes you to baseline. So doing things like a meditation a day. Journaling is for you. It's not for everyone. It's for some people. Some people don't like to meditate, and they think when you say meditation, you sit in in a quiet room, legs crossed. That's not what meditation is at all. Meditation is just being mindful of taking some time apart for yourself, not having it, and just allowing yourself to go through your processes. If you're sad and you need to go through the emotions, that's okay. No one is saying you have to be crying and bawling, but just take a little bit of time, 5-10 minutes every day for yourself, kind of get your mental awareness on board. And then when you start to also do things like add the food that you eat, the exercises that you do, all of these things are in your control. So when you do get to a point that life happens to you, you kind of have a little bit of a defense against it already.
I find that really impactful. I also wonder, for many people, it's a case of, okay, I know I'm going to get old, in quotes. Yes, for me, because no one can predict what the future holds.
Absolutely.
But then I know I'm going to get old. I know that my children are going to leave at some point. I know that life happens. So just as you mentioned, there might be divorce or one ending up alone for one reason or the other.
Exactly.
Now, you're preparing yourself for this, but then life is such that something you don't expect then throws itself in.
Absolutely.
How do you handle that, especially when you're elderly?
Now, I would think at this point having support will really, really play into it. And that would also come from your entire life, right? What life have you lived? What connections have you built? What relationships have you established? Now, life can happen at any time to any one of us, which is why it's very important to have things in place. If we're talking financial, that's when you want to have your savings in place. If we're talking physical, that's when you want to make sure you're exercising. But when it comes to mental acuity, things can change really quickly because the way the brain functions, as much as we want to think we know what we're doing, we really truly don't. But what we can do and what we can control is find ways to make sure we have things in place for ourselves.
Absolutely.
Right? So having friends that is not just one person that you're doing one thing with. And that's why it's so important to have a life outside of your family. Very important to make sure you're pouring into yourself and really prioritizing yourself. Because when life starts to happen, you have other support system to fall into. It's not just you and this one person the whole time. You know?
I find that really important because many people do take it for granted.
Absolutely.
And they realize the need for this when they are way older and it's a bit too late.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for your time, Dr. Mufti Jokumba. Thank you so much indeed. And yes, at this point, we have to take a break. We'll be back on the other side of the hour. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us.
Our major currency unit is the Naira, while the minor unit is the Kobo. They are both in notes and coins. The Naira is more than just a medium of exchange. It bears the images of our heroes. So, stop abusing the Naira. It is a criminal offense to spray the Naira at events. Stop stepping on the Naira. It's not your enemy. Do not squeeze, ruffle, or write on the Naira. Handling the Naira with dirty or oily hands can deface the Naira. Love the Naira as you love yourself. Be a real Nigerian.
This message was brought to you by the National Orientation Agency, NOA.
All right, welcome back, family. You are watching Wake Up Nigeria, and we're just getting started on this beautiful Wednesday. How you're doing? Hope you're having a great time. We're having a great time. It's been a great show so far. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria once more.
Yes, we hope that you are getting energized. And if you have just joining us, you haven't missed so much. In the first half, we had, of course, Chef Tiflo. She's still in the kitchen cooking up a storm as always. And then we had the wellness conversation.
Yeah, talking about aging,
which of course is also sort of related to what we talked about in the coffee gist.
Yeah.
About ikigai.
Yeah.
You know, living how to live a long and lasting life. So yeah, it's been quite a flow. It's been quite an interesting first half of the show. If you're just joining us once again, you are welcome.
Yes, indeed, you are welcome, and we have a lot for you guys. So please do not go anywhere. The show continues. We have like a party. You know, just get ready because we're going to be celebrating everyone that's celebrating their birthdays this month, and we're going to be singing for you guys and wish you all well. All right, so do not go anywhere.
He'll be singing for you because he has his way of, inviting you all into, celebrating you all on birthday shout-outs.
Yeah.
You will have all that you wish for this year. You go get everything and more.
And on Life Hacks today, I've got quite an interesting ensemble for you to keep your mind and your hands working.
All right, for our final guest, I'm still on wellness, here to discuss self-care for men. Time to talk about men is Obi Oloma Nadi. Can't wait for that one as we wrap up the month for men.
All right, quite an interesting lineup in the second half of the show. Self-care for men, I think that is quite an interesting conversation.
Yes, it is. Physical care, spiritual care, emotional
mental care as well. And this is not just for the men. I think if you're a woman as well, it's okay for you to watch so that you can also learn and, you know, share the message with your, you know, with the men in your life.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Let's find some facts. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
It's time for birthday shout outs. This is the period on the show where we get to wish people happy birthdays, you know, and just wish them well. Usually I always get to sing, and today I'll be doing the regular, you know, UK version.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Go girl, go girl. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
All right, happy birthday. Now, the first one is for Adedayo Adewale. 19th of June is your birthday, and this one is coming from Shion and Yemi Adewale. Happy birthday to you.
And I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have.
All right, now this one is for Ademide Victoria. 23rd of June is your birthday, and this one is coming from Mr. Kunle. Happy birthday to you.
Everything and more.
All right. Happy birthday to you, Adewale Oduaro. 12th of June is your birthday, and this one is coming from last month, set 04. Happy birthday to you.
And I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more.
All right, now this one is for Chidima Franklin. 26th of June is your birthday, and this is coming from last month, set 04. Happy birthday to you. Alright, now this one is for a deaconess. Now, Deaconess Florence Ojo, 26th of June is your birthday, and this is coming from Oluwafumilayo. Happy birthday to you.
I wish you all the best. This day is your day, and I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go.
All right, now this one is for Esosa Bright Igebo. 25th of June is your birthday, and this is coming from your wife, Mrs. Ijoma Esosa. Happy birthday to you. All right, now this one is for Isaac Ikemcho. 25th of June is your birthday, and this one is coming from Last Mock Set 04. Happy birthday, Isaac. Happy birthday to you.
I wish you all the best. This day is your day, and I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get.
All right, now this one is for Kunle Okubadejo. 25th of June is your birthday, and this one is coming from Lami. Happy birthday to you. All right, now this is for Miriam Okundeli. 28th of June is your birthday, and this is coming from Daddy and Mommy. Do we wish you happy birthday? Happy birthday.
This day is your day. I wish you all the best. This day is your day, and I wish you very well. This year you will have.
All right, now this is for Mr. Olatunji Ojo. 29th of June is your birthday, and this is coming from Oluwafumilayo. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Ojo. Happy birthday.
Hey, everything and more.
All right, now this is for Mr. Olutunde Samuel. 26th of June is your birthday, and this is coming from Madeline. Happy birthday.
I wish you long life and prosperity. Yeah.
All right, now this is for Mrs. Bola Aderi Bigbate. 6th of June is your birthday, and this is coming from Mommy Adenike. Happy birthday to you.
All that you prayed for this year, you will have. All that you wish for this year, you go get. Everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
All right, now this is for Olabisi Sarumi. 13th of June is your birthday, and this is coming from Last Mock Set 04. Happy birthday to you.
I wish you long life and prosperity. Yeah.
All right, now this is for Olamilekan Fasoni. 26th of June is your birthday. Happy birthday to you.
And I wish you very well.
Happy birthday.
This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
All right, now this is for Oluwadara Simi. 14th of June is your birthday, and this is coming from Zainab Akande. Happy birthday to you.
I wish you long life and prosperity. Yeah.
All right, now this is for Oluwanifemi Aburo. 23rd of June is your birthday, and this is coming from your daddy and your mommy. Happy birthday to you.
This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more.
All right, now this one is for Oluwashikemi Oluwatayo. Now 15th of June is your birthday, and this is coming from Last Mock Set 04. Happy birthday to you. Hey. Wow, now this one is for Omolara Olayiwola. 20th of June is your birthday, and this is coming from Sheol and Yemi Adewale. Happy birthday to you.
This day is your day. I wish you all the best. This day is your day, and I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get
everything.
All right, now this one is for Peter Eyegele. Now, 19th of June is your birthday, and this is coming from last month's set 04. Happy birthday to you.
I wish you long life and prosperity.
All right. Happy birthday to everyone celebrating their birthday. You know, I am praying and wishing everyone well. For those of you that we did not wish you, we know that you are having something special, and we celebrate you. And we hope that you are having a great day this month. We pray that good things would follow you all the rest of your life. All right. Happy birthday to everyone celebrating. The show continues. Don't go anywhere. The show continues. All right. We'll be right back.
Imagine a country with over 320 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo? Where we get a common language, where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self, and every person wey dey for street. That's why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show, Waiting Day, with your brother, your friend, Wale Po.
Everywhere.
So, Bobo!
Gen Z, it a joke for this song.
This na Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Aww.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you wetin dey sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it locked.
If God be your papa, why you not gonna make younger?
Compound wahala.
now here we dey settle all the matter.
Bro, you right here. Nobody better than we, right?
Okay, now whispers be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw ether material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m., tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on. You're my provider. You're my provider.
And it's time for Life Hacks. And you know that I do this every time with Idea Mary. Yes, she got me. Right, so on Life Hacks today, so the other day, someone was asking me what Life Hacks are and why it's important. And I was saying to them that Life Hacks basically are just, it's like a life skill. So it's a novelty method basically of just, you know, making your everyday life easier. and effective.
Yeah.
You know, most sometimes. Because, I mean, sometimes it's not even every day that you have all the monies, you know, to be able to get what
Everything
you want.
yeah.
And you could just, you know, create them with, you know, stuff around the house, either reusable items or whether you're recycling them or reusing them, just stuff that you, instead of throwing them away, you could actually, you know, use them, you know, to create something else that would be of use to you.
Yeah.
So on Life Hacks today, basically, I'll be teaching you how to make your own personal passport. I know, right? So what you basically need for that is just a sellotape, the transparent one.
Okay.
Then you could have your picture printed out.
Okay.
You know, in a color, so you just go to the regular business center, tell them that you want to print out your picture, you know, in that format of a passport size.
Okay.
They get that for you done in a paper. And then once you have that, like what I have here, so basically you have your sellotape, and then what you do is you just place the paper with your picture on it on the tape carefully.
Okay.
Right, and then you fold
smoothly.
Yes, smoothly.
You need to
so
be very
that yes,
careful
you need
so
to be
it
very
stays
careful so
straight.
that it stays straight. It doesn't,
Yeah.
you know, fold or bend. Right, and then you cut out the exact shape of the paper.
You have to use thick tape, okay, so it can
Yeah,
stay
so that
firm.
it stays. So it also protects the paper.
Yeah.
It gives it that would I say what's
Glossy
the
finish.
glossy finish?
Yeah.
Exactly, that's what I was looking for. It gives you that glossy finish, and then you just basically cut off the edges with the tape,
Wow,
and
this
there
is
you
brilliant.
go.
Just look at that.
Right.
Wow.
So it looks like,
and then it firms it up.
exactly.
So
It also protects it from water and
Yeah.
from it, you know, tearing. Because, you know, sometimes once water
Wow.
touches your, even if you have your passport and water touches it,
It
you can't
starts
use
to
it anymore.
fade,
It
yeah,
starts to fade and
wash
then
off.
starts to the color and all of it. So that keeps it
Wow.
safe.
So
it
this
keeps
is like
it firm.
laminating.
Exactly. It's also like laminating.
Oh,
right.
nice. So who knew you could do your lamination with your tape?
with
I know
your
some of you have
tape.
probably tried it, but we haven't. And some people don't know about it.
Right.
So we learn
And trust
every
me,
day.
millions of people do
Yeah.
not know the tricks. So here I am teaching you,
See-
so you can
see
go
the
ahead and
difference.
create
This
your
is
own.
the paper one.
Yeah, and that
this
is the one with the tape.
with
That's
the
the one we
tape.
just
See,
made.
there's
right?
a huge
difference. Very
See,
huge
this is the one with the
difference.
tape. You see, it looks a lot better even.
Yeah.
See? Okay.
All right, so that's that on that. Now, these flasks are usually the hardest to wash, especially if you don't have the hand brush.
Yeah.
You know, and then sometimes you now have to struggle with putting the sponges.
Or you do like this.
Yeah.
With the sponge.
Yeah, with the soap.
Meanwhile, you're not sure if it's washing properly, but
exactly. Now, here's a trick I'm going to teach you. You take some grain of rice.
Rice. Okay.
Yep. You open up your flask.
Okay.
You take just a little grain of rice, just a few, very scanty, and then you pour it into the flask.
Okay.
I'll just take a little bit more. It also depends on the size of the flask.
Okay.
And then pour it in. Put in your dishwashing liquid that you're going to use. Just to put a few scoops in. And then you have your hot water. Maybe it could be warm as well or cold. And it depends on, you know, what you want.
So I have a question.
And then just a little bit of it.
Amen.
You can ask your question. I'm coming. And then you cover it up. And then shake, 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 shake. What?
How often am I supposed to wash this?
Just once.
No, as in how often? Is it weekly, monthly?
Every time you use your flask.
No, because I'm beginning to wonder how I will use rice. Oh! Shomabi rice and water. Should I expensive rices? So because I want to wash, what? Sponge. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, I will use sponge. Right. No matter how tiny the rice, if you had even said cooked rice, I would have said, okay, maybe
no, now cooked rice will
that
not
you
make
did not
the
use
effect.
again. I
it
know.
won't have that effect because it's already soft.
But you want
so
me
the
to
efficacy
use
of this one is
precious rice.
it's strong, it's still in its raw form,
One
and then, like it
spoonful
touches
of
on
rice.
all the parts. It helps you. It washes it clean. You know that rice actually has a lot of benefits, right?
It does.
You know
actually.
that rice water actually is very good for the hair.
Wow.
Oh yes.
And rice again is very good when your phone falls into water.
Yes,
I
it
didn't
helps
believe that
to
thing
soak
until
up
the day
all
it
the
actually helps.
moisture.
Yes.
Right.
You put your phone in rice, and I don't know what it does, but
it soaks up all the moisture. That's
somehow
what it does. Yeah.
Your screen is
so
good
rice
to go.
has, you know, some really amazing
I
benefits.
can waste my
think
rice
we
for
have
that
not
because
even-
screen is
It's expensive.
But to watch this, we will do it together, me and the sponge. Rice. This is your life hack, eh?
Right.
So it's an expensive hack.
That's one. Yes, it's an expensive hack.
That's why I had to ask. Is it weekly I'll be washing it with the rice?
Or monthly.
Or monthly.
But you can also do it weekly because with this flax, it actually traps a lot of germs in it. And you want to ensure that, you know, it's properly clean for use every single time.
Yeah,
especially if you
that's
have
true.
kids. You know,
Joke aside.
yeah,
Okay.
especially if you have kids.
Okay.
Now, our next life hack basically is how to store your potatoes, your onions, your tomatoes. How do you store yours?
On maybe like a sack on the floor. So I just pour out the onions, pour out the potatoes, like that.
Yeah, but then again, with your carton that's not being used, you could also use it in, you know, storing your potatoes. So if you notice, when you pour them on the floor or put them on the sack, they spill.
Yeah.
Yeah, they spill, and then, you know, they just it makes the place disorganized.
You can just arrange it too.
Every single time.
You can turn it into heart shape or...
Anyway.
Since we are talking about life hack.
Yeah, so to keep your potatoes and your onions well stored and also organized is you get your already used carton instead of throwing them away.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to cut off this flap of the...
All four?
No, just this.
Just this, okay.
Yeah. It also depends on the size of the carton.
Okay.
Right. You could use any, if you're using the bigger size, it depends on how many sides you're trying to create in the carton to be able to store your stuff. So what I'm going to do is just put this in between, put it inside the carton to create a divider.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I have here. And so I may have to cut off some parts because it's quite big, but then it still creates...
I think it's fine.
Yeah, still fine, yeah.
Because
and
one
then,
can cut it now, it's
and so you can also cut off this flap to, you know, like I said, it depends on how many sides you want to create with it. So what you're going to do now is you have your onions. No. You just put them in one corner. Keeps them safe, dry, and also helps to retain, you know, also takes off the moisture from the onions. It's because of the exactly.
Because cardboard tends to soak stuff.
So you can have your potatoes in another corner.
I have a lot of boxes I don't use. I think I'm going to do this with my potatoes when I get home.
So you could utilize them, use them.
So those are Irish. So
yes.
you can also
create another one and put the Irish potatoes there. Also, like I said, it depends on how much of your onions or stuff you want to use in it. So if you want to get a bigger carton, you get that, and then, you know, create as many compartments as you want in the carton.
Will it not rot?
And just keep. No, it won't.
It will still let air
because then
in.
You're still open. You leave the carton
you're
open.
It
yeah,
open.
So it still allows air in. Yeah, and sure. And then
so
if you want to close it up, if you have pests. In your house, you know, you could just cover it up, and then there's still that, you know,
breathable
little space for air to go in. Just
pests,
keep
this
them
is enough
safe.
space for an average rat. I'm just saying.
It depends on the kind of rats that you have in your house, too.
Thankfully, I don't. See, the day I have rats, I'll probably move out. Let the rats have their house.
Right. So that's it on life hacks for today, guys. Let me know which of these hacks sort of got your attention, which of them you're going to be trying out. Use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC.
Chef Tifo is already serving.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I was saying earlier on that this Chinese noodles is one of the hardest noodles to work with.
Yeah.
To cook
if you don't get it right, it's going to be
a
mess.
and then I feel like it needs a lot of meticulousness with working with it, because if not, it's not going to properly absorb the ingredients. You taste it, you see some parts, the seasoning can be here. The other part, there's no seasoning.
And it's not like pasta that you can explore.
And I kept pulling it.
It's good to parboil a little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically,
some
the
would
best way
even
to
say
use
that
it
it's
is
just
to
better
parboil.
to just soak it in hot water.
No,
Once
you
prefer parboiling it.
Why do you
because
prefer
the trick,
parboiling to
because
hot water?
if you're not good with working with it, it's very easy for it to just, become very soft, overcook, and then you can't use it, and it becomes all mushy.
And it can be really irritating
Yeah,
when it's
yes,
that way.
yes.
But
And
this
like
is
what you said it's expensive.
It's
So you don't want-
expensive, yes. The price has come down from what I heard,
Eh.
which is a blessing because there was a time it was ridiculously overpriced.
Really?
Yeah. But the price has come down a bit, so it's very filling. It's actually very filling. Don't be deceived by the thin strands, though. It's very, very
And
filling.
healthy too. It's one of the healthiest noodles option.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's quite also if you also are you want to try something exotic for a change. We are having in-laws over. You want to show them that my husband is eating well.
Yeah, they'll say you're spending your husband's money. But let's, you said we're going on a break. We'll go on that break. And of course, you're watching Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Oh my God.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to our hacker. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Muriah Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. Tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked, and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty, erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
All right, now for our final guest, still on wellness. This is our final week with us. Yes, we are going to be discussing an interesting topic, self-care for men. Now we have Obioloma Nadi, popularly known as the radio doctor. How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Edgar, how are you doing?
Wow. When you say how are you doing, when you stress on the you, it's deeper than I'm saying I'm fine, right?
Absolutely,
I try
exactly.
my best. I try my best. Not bad.
Yeah.
Better than yesterday, by the way.
Yeah, well, I actually stressed on how are you doing because, again, it's Men's Health Month.
Yes.
And we are promoting more empathy for men. We're promoting more social support for our men.
Oh, lovely.
So And I know the last time I asked Mary was like, no, Edgar takes care of himself and all of that. But it's actually important, to ask our men, how are you doing? You stress on the you.
That's a very interesting take. The reason is because we only know, a little.
Exactly.
How we can really take care of ourselves. And that's why you're here, to share more light on self-care. So I think we should start from the definition,
of self-care.
From an expert. What is self-care?
Okay, well, self-care.
In relations to men.
To the conversation, yes. So self-care is the steps that men take to preserve or protect their overall well-being. And when we hear self-care, the first thing that comes to mind, because this is a conversation that has been ongoing for a while, is physical self-care. Yes, which is a very integral part of self-care, because that's the first thing people see about you. So we have other types of self-care, which is not as popular as physical self-care.
You can tell me the different types.
So we have spiritual self-care.
Spiritual self-care.
Yes, which has to do with finding yourself, finding your purpose, and stuff like that. And of course, your spiritual life when it comes to your religious beliefs and all of that and practices. We have emotional self-care, which we're going to look at on today. And that's you protecting your emotions, managing your emotions, and the emotions of other people. We have financial self-care, like the steps you take. If you're taking steps towards retirement, you're planning a vacation, just things you do to manage stress and improve your well-being. We also have mental self-care. That's how you protect your mental health and all of that. So just to mention but a few.
All right, let's start with physical self-care.
Okay.
All right, it is very important that men should take care of themselves physically, because we do a lot in this country. We go through a lot. We are meant to provide. We are meant to protect. While we're protecting, it's a whole lot. So, what are the steps men should take when it comes to physical health care?
Okay. Well, when it comes to physical self-care, I'm going to ask you a question.
All right. Okay, go ahead.
Your response.
All right, tell me.
We'll go a very long way. So when was the last time you got a pedicure?
Pedicure? When was the last time I got a pedicure?
Or when have you ever
Yes, the last time I got a pedicure was sometime in February, just before I traveled to the UK.
Oh, okay.
So I had to do all those. Let me look to Shide, so that they will not see me at the airport and say, who is this young man? Yeah, but that was the last time.
So so you actually even did it,
and I think
because
it's always
there was a
about the price for me. When they say, for example, where I have my haircut, there is a lady who does a pedicure and
manicure,
So when I'm having my haircut and she's like, oh, Edgar, would you like to have some pedicure? I'm like, oh, how much? When she tells me the price, I'm like, do I have that
Keeps
money?
you off her couch.
So exactly, that's how I think. I don't know about all the men.
But it's something you would do if the cost was not as high, right? But okay, so first, before we talk about the steps men can take, I think it's actually important to highlight the fact that quite a number of our men self-neglect, knowingly or unknowingly.
True.
So that aspect of physical self-care is not really in the front line. Like there's this post, that I see people make often, and they say, oh, if you're a man and you have your skincare routine, I actually think there's something off about you, and that's not true.
Okay.
Because that's self-care. That's you're so self-aware. You're in such a good place mentally enough to remember to take good care of yourself.
There are some men who actually take care of themselves, or they feel fulfilled in taking care of themselves by taking care of other people.
Absolutely.
So what I mean is, for example,
that's true.
My dad is super excited when we go out for shopping as a family, and he buys things for everybody.
Even if he doesn't buy for himself.
So he feels okay. Now, I don't know if that's fake, or if he's just trying to keep his money or absorb all the pain. But the point is, I know there are certain people that if people around them are feeling okay, if they're feeling good, they are fine. Good. What do you think about that?
Okay, so I'm going to say this. We all have our mobile phones, right?
Yeah.
And at some point you need to plug it in to recharge.
True.
And all of that. So even people who I categorize as the gifts that keep giving also need self-care. And what I say to people who have, and don't forget, most of our men, like you said, are raised to be protectors, providers. So what do providers do? Providers provide. But I tell you, if one day the family comes together and says, you know what, we're going to take care of that today, you will see how much he appreciates it.
Yes.
Sometimes it's even a survival mode that he's in. Like, I need to provide, and he ends up neglecting himself.
Right.
If you look at the debt rates between men and women, it's higher in men because men self-neglect. They are too busy providing
All right,
and protecting.
let's mention some the basics. For physical, for men that we can take.
Well,
now, I'll mention some, and then you just tell me the others.
Excellent.
All right. So the one I know is, of course, using deodorants, having a good bath, brushing. Some people don't. I use like mouthwash as well. I started using face cream.
Hallelujah.
Sunscreen, all those things.
Wow.
Yes. Having a good haircut from time to time.
That's a huge step.
Buying clothes as well. These are some of the.
Yes,
taking yourself out.
Exactly. Your oral hygiene, your overall hygiene standards, very important. There are other
one that
aspects.
we're missing. Exactly.
Yes.
Tell me
exercise.
one.
Exercise. For instance, if you live in a place like Lagos, I left my house 5 a.m. this morning. So somebody might say, what time is there to exercise? But, if you incorporate exercise into your lifestyle, even if you leave early in the mornings, you can do a 5-minute thing when you come back from work. It doesn't necessarily have to be you running all over your neighborhood and all of that, because exercise is such an integral part of physical
what about diet?
Self-care and dieting. Exactly. Your dieting, your sleep routine. But these are all the regulars, right?
Sleep, yes.
These are all the regulars. But you can do stuff like you hang out with the boys. But when we say hang out, the first thing and only thing that comes to the mind of most of our men is hanging out at a joint or a football, having a drink together. But you can actually do something at the museum. You can go to the gallery. You can do something.
Wait, are you saying that I will call my friends, all my guy friends, guys, let's go to the museum. Let's go to the museum. And do you think they will not think something's wrong with me? They'll just call you and say, Edgar, calm down. What's happening? Who is there? Who's at the museum? Who are we going to see? What is going on there?
Edgar.
I'm being honest. That's how we.
Yeah, but if you share common interests. Like if you have this love for literature and arts and all of that, that might work. But it's just an example. Right. I'm saying outside of the basics, your oral hygiene, your physical health, and all of that.
There was a question going on social media about physical hygiene, and I want to know your take on this one. So we're talking about underwear, all right, the men's underwear. I don't know if you saw it. They were asking how long should a man wear an underwear before he changes the underwear. And some people were saying, if you as a man, you should change your underwear every day. No man, you shouldn't repeat your underwear. Some said, 2 days. Some people say it depends on where you are, what you were doing. The question is, what is the right amount of days to actually use an underwear before you change it for a man? For a man, this is one powerful question, because over the course of the years, in this job that I've done, it is the number one thing that causes a lot, that creates this distance or gap, amongst couples. But what I would say is, number one, remember, we live in the tropical part of the world, right? So even on days when the temperatures are not soaring, you normally you're expected to have your bath at morning, at night, things like that. I think I think everybody should actually change their underwear every day. I don't think there's any justification. Edgar, every day is suspicious. No, it's not for me.
I don't understand.
Me? No, I change twice a day, twice.
But honestly, every day, because number one, our skin textures are tougher than other races. So you tend to sweat. You tend to, exactly. So to avoid poor hygiene standards, I will advise, that men change their underwear every day.
I wanted to just ask, when it comes to gifting, physical gifts, now this is for mothers, for sisters, I understand that men are always very good when it comes to buying. But I wanted to just find out from you, it's very important that we talk about gifting. What are the kind of gifts that you think women should get men? Because there is this thing with, don't buy men boxers and singlets, don't buy men boxers and singlets. When it comes to appreciating a man, the male gender, what are the things we should actually get men?
Well, number one, I belong to the don't buy the boxers and singlets. Yes, I actually because
did you hear that from an expert? Did you hear that from an expert?
I don't think that comes with a lot of effort. First things first, when you're gifting someone, there has to be effort. So I don't also think that there's a standard set of gifts you can give a man. For instance, I can think of something that has to do with your field and gift you and all of that. But I think that every man might, what I always tell women, generally, you can change a man's car tires. He will appreciate that,
Oh yes, that's
something
true.
that takes off that weight off him, his car tires. And it depends, of course, on your financial status. I mean, I don't want to, you know, reel out gifts and everybody thinks that's the standard.
People would buy tires without car.
Because somebody will.
You don't know people who they'll just buy you tires. You don't have a car.
Okay,
they just start.
radio doctor said you should buy you tires. So here are your tires, whether you have a car or not. But I just think the first thing is to know who you are gifting and what he would like and what would be appropriate.
And also, I think writing notes.
Yes,
writing,
journaling.
No, what I'm
or
saying
when you say writing
gifts.
Oh yes,
so, like,
yes,
just have some form of writing.
Yes,
Men
I agree.
that.
I agree. That's one powerful way to express appreciation and love for who you're gifting. Handwritten, preferably. Yes, I totally agree. Yes.
All right, that's awesome. What else?
So emotional. Let's talk about men's emotional.
If we enter emotional today, we'll not leave here.
But we need to touch on it because it's a very important aspect. So your emotional self-care for men. That's how men manage their emotions, the emotions of others, and how they protect it. Because remember, when you talk about men's masculinity in societies like ours, you know, men are expected to be stoic in nature. They're not expected to complain. They're not expected to... Exactly. They're expected to man up and all of that. So while we appreciate that aspect of their masculinity, there has to be space for these men to breathe. So when it comes to their emotional health, a lot of men are not even in tune or in touch with their emotions. So number one, what I say to men is this: first off, there should be a lot of self-awareness. Why do I become overwhelmed or frustrated easily? You know, why am I pensive? Self-awareness. What is the root cause of challenging emotions that you feel? How do you respond to somebody who hurts you, your lover, your colleague? How do you manage? You know, is it healthy to actually bottle these things up? Or will it be healthier to have a conversation about it? Or is it healthier to follow the work ethics and processes that addresses things like this? There must be room and space for men to exhale when it comes to their emotional health. For instance, a woman who is in an unhappy relationship but is not ready to leave will say to herself, okay, I'm going to detach mentally. I'm just not going to let whatever he does bother me and all and keep my space. But remember, us women have solid social support. We have our safe spaces, our sisters, our friends.
But men like to do it on their own.
Exactly. So what I'm saying to every man who's seen Edgar and I on air, first off, the boys need to provide that safe space for their men where they can exhale, where they can talk about you know, how they feel, self-awareness, stress management, and adaptive coping mechanisms to manage your emotions.
That is a lot. There is a lot. For those of you that are watching right now, you can always use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria and share your thoughts as well. I'm sure you'll be looking through our social media, so you can just answer some of these questions.
Yes, definitely.
We have
I'll
questions,
be happy
even
to.
if you don't like to ask some of the time, but we have questions.
I'll be happy to.
Now, it's the best part of the show for me, where we get to take you to the kitchen.
Finally,
we're taking you to the kitchen. All right, let's go to the kitchen.
Oh,
and
yeah,
we
sure.
have something special for you.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's go.
All right, welcome to the kitchen. It's time for us to have breakfast. And breakfast is by Chef Tiflo this morning.
Yes.
So Chef Tiflo, what do you have for us?
This is called bouquet noodles and Alaska fish.
Bouquet noodles and Alaska fish.
Have you heard anything about bouquet sauce?
Okay, so dig in. There's always a first, and I'm sure you enjoy this first.
I am sure I will. So this is fish. I'm guessing I can just dig in.
Yes, you can. You can. Please.
Absolutely.
Ah, nice. Nice, nice.
Oh my, that looks yummy.
Okay. Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. I will overcome it. I
Yes,
can
you
do
will.
it.
You're already doing that. You're already doing that. Ah, yow. Yummy, 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 yummy. Good.
You like it?
Good.
Oh, yeah, the fish. Because that fish looks really nice.
Alaska fish.
I just had the, what's it called?
Single breast steak.
Nice. Ah, love it.
My mental health.
It's already up.
Oh gosh.
What food does to mental health?
I'm telling you.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Obi.
Oh yes, I intend to.
Thank you, Obi, for being on the show. Chef Tiflo, always a pleasure having you.
Always.
And to all our guests for being on the show today. Most importantly,
me
you watching at home. Kindly ignore Edgar as we wrap up the show, guys. See you same time tomorrow. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you, Edgar.
Thank you, Edgar. Mr. Kola will say, Edgar, bye-bye. Edgar, we have said Edgar.
See you another time on the show.
Seriously, have a nice day.
Have a great time, Edgar. Have a great rest.
I believe I am responsible for the next generation to be able to pass on the knowledge we have. When we're able to empower them, they will also be able to empower the next generation. While I was doing my NYC, I learned how to sew. I always advise our young people, as you are going to school, university, even before you finish, learn a skill. Within the 30 years, I think I've done like 20 years of training people, and we've done over 10,000 young people that passed through our business. We have a lot of them. Some are born outside the country, some are in Canada, some are in London, some are in different parts of the world.